Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening. I am Muhammad Naikuddin Mezanen from Program Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering Technology BMMV with Hanas. Would like to present my research entitled A Study on Mechanical Behavior of Windows Frame Coating when exposed toward the different temperature through tensile and compression analysis. To start with the presentation, introducing my supervisor and co-supervisor, Mr. Hamzah bin Muhammad Dom and Mr. Muhammad Afdal bin Shamsuddin. Okay, this flowchart shows the topic which we will be discussing in this slide, starting with introducing and followed by objective, scope, problem statement, literature review, methodology, and last preliminary result. Okay, for the introduction of this title, a Windows frame is the framework that surround and support entire Windows system. It is comprised of the head, jamb, and seal. The head is the main horizontal part forming the top of the Windows frame. It is also a part of the window that holds the glazing and exposed to the sunlight. Okay, in the meantime, coating is generally known as a protector layer for a certain object produced from a mixture of raw materials. The simplest example is painting the wall. Paint is the coating agent for protecting the wall. This concept also applies in this research towards the Windows frames. Okay, for the next topic is the problem statement. However, some disadvantage of the Windows frame had been detected. First is aluminum Windows frame being not suitable in a cold region due to the possible formation of aluminum oxide when temperature drop. Secondly, a chemical reactivity, moisture content, a porosity of concrete. Last is the rust resistance on the Windows frame occur when there is a defect on the coating surface. This is occur especially due to the whether it is high or low for a certain time. Based on the problem list, two objectives are produced for this research, which are to observe the elongation and compression of coating when exposed to different temperature, and to differentiate the tensile strength of Windows frame coating when exposed toward different temperature. Okay, for the scope, this section shows the strategy on achieving the objective stated. For the first one is observing the elongation and compression of coating by using strain gauge. For the second is differentiating the tensile strength of Windows frame coating when exposed toward different temperature by using strain gauge. Okay, for the topic of literature review. In literature review section, if it explains on the 5 various types of the Windows frame such as vinyl, wooden, aluminum, and fiberglass. These are the variety commonly used in the industry and manufacture. Okay, next, it is test applied on the Windows frame to indicate its strength and the quality. Some have the low thermal conductivity but lack on the mechanical strength. In addition, a coating process is also explained in this chapter on why the coating is important and compulsory action for the Windows frame. Then we have zinc painting, which will be used throughout the research and the experiment that we will do. Okay, for the next is the flow chart. Flow chart shows the step planning of this research. It begins with the distinguish the problem statement, literature review, methodology, material selection, sample preparation, testing, analysis of result, and end with the report writing. Okay, for the methodology, Two types of material will be tested, which are aluminum windows frame and vinyl windows frame. These two materials will be coated with two different coating, which are zinc rich paint and aluminum paint, each as shown in the figure below. This is the material that used, and this the paint selection that will be coated to the two of material, which is aluminum windows frame and the vinyl windows frame. Okay, for the specimen preparation, first before painting, metal must be clean and free from grease or rust. Then apply the zinc rich and aluminum paint to the material that have been selected by using brush. After paint, specimen should be dry out during daylight, which is in 2 hours or 1 hours. Then material testing with help of strain gauge, sensor and NI instrument comparator. And the last is record the data. Okay, this is the experimental equipment, which is strain gauge, automotive signal monitor and data acquisition. Last but not least is the preliminary result. Preliminary results are expected finding of the research. It is based on past journal and researchers. After the data collection, a graph such as below, strength graph, will be plotted to conclude whether this project achieve the objective or not. That's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.